Soul Tribe, we are in a time where a lot of these children today, a lot of these young kids lack respect. A lot of them are trying to utilize social media as a means of thinking that that's how they supposed to be, following the examples of these wayward adults who glamorize certain things on these doggone internet streets. Baby, let me tell you something. One thing about me as a mother is I believe in the tools that I gave my children. I'm grateful to have 3 children. I have 2 daughters and a son. And my children, I can definitely say, did we live a perfect life? Absolutely not. Was I a perfect mom? No. But did I apply discipline where I needed to? Absolutely. So I believe in the tools that I gave them. I'm grateful that my children are well-balanced children who are good parents. Now, I'm going to say this much with these young kids. Listen, I've learned from my grandparents as far as when it came to respect and how we are to behave, but not just that, how we are to treat our parents and not try to play our parents. I remember when my mother and father went on vacation, my great-grandmother came to babysit us or stay with us for that week. And I don't know I can't remember what me and my brothers and us was doing, but obviously we irritated my grandmother. Honey, she called my mother's mother. And honey, I'll never forget, Mama Grace came over there. Honey, she said, let me tell you something, little lady. My grandmother, she's a Libra like me. She's like born, I believe, 2 days or 3 days before me or after me. Can't remember her birthday, but let me tell you something. Mama Grace said to me when I irritated her mama, she said, let me tell you something, little lady. She said, I will beat your ass. She said, because you're disturbing my mama and you disrespecting my mother. Oh no, I will tear your ass up. Let me tell you something. When my grandmother said that to me, because she's such a beautiful, loving spirit and soul, that shook the shit out of me to know that, okay, I got to get my shit together, because I know Mama Grace. Mama Grace love you. She hug you, but she'll tear your ass up. I'm the same way with my grandkids. See, you may irritate your mama, but because I feel the spirit of her and I know what's going on in her, and you irritating her, you irritate fucking me. And don't get me wrong, I love my grandchildren. I don't believe in popping kids and all that all the time. I don't believe in that. I believe in reasoning with them, but sometimes, yeah, kids need to get a little fucked up sometimes. They do, depending on what they do. Depending on what they do, absolutely. I do believe in that. And I'll tell you this much. My granddaughter, I love her to death, but honey, she had to get the other side of me. The side that her mama got. Because when you get to a space where you think you grown and you want to kind of buck at me, baby, Tabby done tapped in. You done got your mama's mama. And please know, like I told her, oh, you think you grown now. Okay. Let me tell you something. I will fuck you up. My thing is this. My daughter had to go through this too, where she was in her teens trying to buck up at me. Oh no, I told her, oh, you want to buck? Oh, you want to buck? Like you want to do something, right? Let me tell you something. I'll beat your ass like you a motherfucker in the street. And I mean that shit. I don't play that with children. You're not going to think you grown and there's not going to be a consequence. And that's the problem with a lot of these children today. A lot of them don't have parents that are creating structure for them. They don't have parents that are truly showing them love. And some of these parents are out here partying with their kids and doing all kinds. Nah, that's not that. You got to have a balance with your children. Yes, you can love them. Yes, you can give them discipline and reason with them. But when reason go out the door and they start trying to buck up like they so grown, oh, you want to be grown? Let me tell you something. I love you and I discipline you and I give you instructions, because why? This world ain't going to be nice to you. This world is not what you think it is. It's not. You have to understand that you have to have a balance, and you have to have self-respect for yourself, and you have to walk with yourself in a manner of knowing that some of these things that people want to get you involved in are not for your greatest and highest good. Okay? There's too many people out here on demon time, more so than ever. And this is why it's important for us as parents and as the elders of these grandchildren to be in a space where we cannot play with them. They're very, their lives depend on it. Their lives definitely depend on it, because we live in a very dangerous world. Yes, there are good things out there, but they have to learn that they have to walk by certain morals and values. And a lot of you adults have lost your morals and your values because you're doing things out here that these kids are seeing and they think it's cute, and it's fucking not. And I blame a lot of you parents because you don't parent your children, and a lot of these grandparents are tired because why? They're having to raise grandchildren. Like I told my children, when my daughters got pregnant at the age of 17, I told especially the first one was a shock to me. But like I told her, no, you got to raise yours. You went out here being grown and wanted to be an adult, so now you got to make that decision to raise yours. And I'm so proud of her, because my daughter, like I said, she's a college graduate. And I told her, I said, you can still continue with your life. She's a college graduate. She works for a good insurance company, and I'm very proud of her. My second one, she also got pregnant at 17. And her as well. She went to beauty school, Fetish Beauty School, and my daughter is now in college to be a nurse. My son, he didn't go to college. What did he do? My son was the one who walked that kind of narrow frame. Boys are a little different. I'm proud of him because he's a father, he's a husband, he's good to his wife, and I'm proud of my children. And he did a lot of the trade classes in school, and he works for a good construction company, and he loves what he does. I'm grateful that I raised children that are balanced, good children who have morals and values and integrity. And a lot of y'all, unfortunately, a lot of your children are lost. They're lost adults, and it's because of the pattern and the lack of discipline that you provided to them. And now your grandchildren are like that. I be damned. I'm not playing with my grandchildren. Oh no, I healed myself and continue to do healing work because I am breaking generational curses, because I be goddamn if any of my 5 grandchildren, my granddaughters, end up pregnant. No, we ain't doing none of that shit at all. None of that. And like I tell my daughters, oh no, I back y'all 100%, because one thing these kids ain't gonna do, you ain't gonna play in my face at all. Ain't gonna be no, oh, you tell mommy one thing and come to me with another. Oh no, I stand with my daughter with my children. Why? Because I know they're good parents. You ain't playing with me. Go do that with some other motherfucker who you think you can do that with, but it ain't never gonna be with me, Yamima. Never. And so I'm just hoping and praying that as we as society continue to grow, especially us who are Generation X, we are now the generation, because all of those boomers are dying off and they're not going to be here any longer. And we have to be the ones to step up. And we are stepping up. A lot of us have went through healing, and we're not playing that shit. We're not. It ain't going to be none of that on this type of timeline. We are done with the bullshit. Absolutely. So listen, I hope this message helps someone, in hopes that, eventually you'll wake up and realize it's time to get into the fight, and realize don't let these kids play with you at all. I love y'all babies. Y'all have a good time.